Hey there, it's Mandy from Designer Chameleon, and today I'm going to be setting up my new dashboard from Ink and Volt for January of 2026. So if you have caught my last couple of videos, I showed you a preview of my complete lineup, and then I also showed you my prep process for my new planners. If you missed those, I'll try and make sure there's cards for them up at the top of the screen for you and a link below in the description box, as long as I remember this time. But today is actually setup. So we are going to open this up and get it ready for the month of January. Now, full, transparency, however you want to word it, this is going to be a super simple setup. And I guess I want to say that right off the bat, just because I think sometimes we get stuck in the idea that our setup has to be really elaborate for it to be worthy or good enough. And that's not true. It can be simple, and we're going to do simple today. So in my last video, I showed you my prep process, which basically is taking little sticky notes and labeling out the different sections in all of my planners so that I can decide how I want to use them going forward. And that gives you the opportunity to move things around until you're really happy with how they're laid out. So I still have my little sticky notes in here. This is where we're going to start. The very first thing I'm going to do is move something. So I have been going back and forth on whether or not I wanted this layout or the way it was before. And I think, it's game time. I need to make a decision. I'm going to go this way. So I've got my personal goal and then cleaning, which is a personal thing. It doesn't have anything to do with my business. And then from this side over, I start my business goals and then cover things that I need for my Patreon, for social media, the artwork I'm going to draw this week. And then the rest is good to go. So what I did was I went ahead and printed some little labels. Now, you don't have to print little labels, but I own a sticker shop. So if I don't print myself little labels, what good is the sticker shop, right? I mean, you have to use what's available to you. If you don't have the access to making your own labels, you can obviously write everything in, or you can order them custom made from people like me, or other sticker shops out there I know do the same thing. So just keep that in mind that you do have options. This top section where I have appointments, I don't have a label for that. I feel like that's going to be pretty self-explanatory for me. Then I have personal. I'm going to go ahead and just use my handy dandy tweezers because these labels are tiny and I figure it'll be a little bit easier. Then I've got business. Something I'm already thinking about is I can color code these. I hadn't thought about that until right this very moment, which is why I didn't color code them before I put the stickers down. So I'm going to pause and think about that. All right, I paused. I had to think about it. I'm going to go ahead with this first week and leave it non-color coded. But I think for next week, I'm going to add the color in. So hold tight. We'll get to that. Like I said, these are quick setups. So you'll get to see a few different things that I'm planning to do to take me through the month of January. I'm sure these look super tiny on camera, and I do apologize for that. But in real life, they are perfect. All right, so I did not print labels for the daily tracker because honestly, I might change these up from week to week. We'll see. I zoomed in just a tiny bit, so hopefully that helps. But I'm going to take this washi tape. So this section in the middle is for focus areas. It says goals, projects, or clients. I don't need that because I've got those kinds of things covered in my categories. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of this washi tape. It's from Simply Gilded. And I'm taking it all the way across to give myself a little extra decoration. So we'll go ahead and cut these ends. All right, and then I have some stickers from my shop. This is from a collection that I called Coffee, obvious reasons. And I'm just going to add in a little bit of extra decoration. So I know, for instance, in this art category, I'm not going to be working on so many projects to fill up all these lines. That's way more than I could possibly accomplish in a week. So we'll go ahead and put a sticker down there. And I'm going to take this little orange mug, set it here. And then to give it a little bit of balance, I think I'll take another coffee circle and maybe put half of it here. Helps if I can cut straight. I should have grabbed a little washi cutter, but that's okay. Maybe put the other half here. Did I cut the way? Nope, I didn't cut all the way through. Wait, did I? No, I didn't. That's amazing. Okay, this paper is nice and thick. And realistically, that's it. That's all I'm going to do for this first week. I'm going to go ahead and take this same minimalist style, which just makes it a little pretty, a little bit more fun for the rest of January, which will give me a total of 5 weeks, the way that I'm calculating out what is considered January. Week 2, we're getting there. Just like that, only took a few minutes to make it a little more fun, a little more cute for my week. One more to go. And there you have it. 5 super simple spreads to make my weekly dashboards look just a little bit more fun. I didn't even use up 2 full sticker sheets, and I obviously have a whole bunch of my little labels left for next couple or the following months after January. All I have to do is write in my date, decide my habits I'm using for the week, and I'm good to go. Hopefully this gave you a few ideas. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you again for the next setup.